Hey everybody, what is going on? Welcome back. This is your boy Worst Effing Gamer, and today we are taking a look at Bane the Gladiator. This guy is probably by far the best tank in the game, in my opinion, right now. Don't forget, the game is very new. A couple of days just came out, but I just got Bane from one of the purchases, and seems to be a boss, a straight up boss when it comes to tanking. I mean, this guy has ridiculous amount of HP. Take a look at his hit points right here, 12.59. That is a lot of hit points to have. That is almost double my second best. Here's my second best, Avalon, and he's got 7,000. So Bane is double Avalon's hit points. That is a lot. But this is why I'm here, guys. Is this guy just a meat cleaver? Does he do anything else other than just tank hits and just get his shit kicked out of him? That's why I'm here. Well, his items right now, as you can see, are not that high. I'm only level 12. But we will see. This one is a stackable item here, so that's pretty good, the Radiant Edge. But we'll talk about that a little bit later here. Let's go right into his abilities, and I will show you guys what I am working on and what I think you should work on, just in case you happen to have Bane now or later. We're going to take a look at all his abilities, but in this game, this is a lot different than Soul Hunters. If you follow me from Soul Hunters or any other games, this game is a lot different than those games, guys. See, in the beginning, I also made the mistake where I thought once an ability was unlocked, you automatically go and learn that ability, and then you can easily just upgrade their abilities. No, that is not the case. So I implore you guys, do not do that. In this game, it is all about stacking one or two abilities that are very useful for certain battles, and in some cases you might even have to reset for some heroes. You might even have to reset. As you can see, you can also reset their abilities, which means everything goes back to zero and you can relearn different abilities. So you can always change up abilities if you want, but that resets every 48 hours, so we don't have to mess with that for now. So what I've done with Bane here is, let's just take a look at his basic attack here. This is essentially his ultimate, if you want to call it that. But Bane uses his strength to charge to a specific location on the battlefield, dealing up to 161 damage to an enemy hit along the way. That is a lot, guys. Damage dealt is affected by might, so this is one of the heroes that you have to certainly take a look at his might here and go as high as possible. Might determines strength, physical attack, physical reduction, and also it increases critical chance. So that is what might does, and it also affects this ability, which I'm using right now. To get to the next level, you need 5. I'm not even close, so it's going to be a while for that. His second ability here is Provoke. Now this one is very basic. Bane provokes the enemy. It's kind of like it's a taunt, essentially taunts the enemy into attacking only him, alright? While increases his own damage resistance by 30% by 5 seconds. So pretty much raising up his resistances, asking everybody to attack him. This could definitely be useful in a lot of boss battles. I can see that for sure, and maybe a lot of other battles as well. But I'm not using that right now. Recruitment, recruit Berserkers. This is his third ability here. In human cities, Bane can train Berserkers units in the barracks, so this might actually be pretty useful. And then next ability after that, it increases. The cost of Berserkers is going to be reduced, and then probably reduced even more after that, which is pretty good if you're using a human army. So that could come in handy a lot. Alright, so let's take a look at the next ability here, Berserkers Specialist. So another Berserker here. Bane is the king of Berserkers. Obviously, he looks crazy. Whenever he is on the battlefield, all allied Berserker troops have damage and max health increased by 2%. Wow. 4% next one. That is actually a lot. Wow. Because percentages, whenever it's a percent, this affects units a lot, guys. You got to also keep in mind, because sometimes, I mean, if you take a look, his HP is already 12,000. So 2% of that is, what is it, close to 3? 2 point something? It's like 2.5? Meaning 250. What am I talking about? 250 more health. And if you can get that to about 100,000, that's another 2,500 more. So that is a lot at that point. I mean, I'm guessing if you get it all the way to the top, it probably goes up 10%, which is a hell of a lot. of HP. So that's not bad. If you are, this guy seems to be really good if you are setting up teams, Berserker teams. Obviously, you definitely want to have Bane in there. Next ability is Spinning Axe. When Bane is attacked, there is a 25% chance of him casting Spinning Chop, dealing 32 points of damage to nearby enemies. And this one is also affected by Might. And as you can see, these are the only two abilities that I have opened for him because they're both attacking. And at this point of the game, which is really early on, I'm using this guy to counter attack and to take a lot of damage. But this one is actually a really nice ability, and it really goes well if you think about it with Provoke. If you cast Provoke, the only problem with Provoke is it wastes 1 energy. That is costly. That's why I'm not using Provoke. But Spinning Axe is, you don't see it. Alright, it just automatically happens on its own. If he gets hit, 25% chance that this guy is going to counter them with a spinning attack. So if he's surrounded, he hits a group of enemies. So this is AoE. It's very nice. I definitely like this Spinning Axe a lot. Alright, so that's the two I went with. And then the final one here is kind of a very weird ability that I don't know about, but let's just take a look at it. Berserkers rely on their own strength to win a battle rather than that of their allies. The number of troops Bane can deploy is reduced by 1. So this is the complete opposite of Avalon. So Avalon increases your troops on the field by 1. This guy reduces them by 1, but they do receive a barbaric blessing, which increases their max energy limit by 2, energy recovery speed by 10%, and stamina by 10. So that is actually a really damn good, wow. Those are some nice bonuses they get here. So increase, and at the next level, increases max energy by 4, energy recovery speed by 30, and stamina by 16. Damn, those are really good. I'm debating here. I mean, this is a pretty good ability here, but right now, reducing your troops on the field by 1 is kind of, it's one of those double-edged swords where you hurt yourself, but you also help yourself. And now, this I can definitely see this being very useful late game. You know, once you start building some really powerful teams. But for now, I'm not working on that. So for me, it's just Spinning Axe and you know, Fearsome Charge. These are the two abilities that I'm working on right now. All right. So I say, let's go take this guy into a battle and see what he can do. Alright guys, so here we are. We're facing a very weak team of archers here. Nothing special, but I just kind of want to show you guys exactly what he does. So once you put him on the field there, as you can see, he goes directly usually in the front. I mean, you can stack anything on back of him, but let's just go ahead one-on-one here and just take a look at exactly what he does. So since I've only unlocked his 2 abilities here, let's just go. I'm going to immediately go into his attack here, the Ferocious Charge. You can point it any direction here, and check this out. I'm going to go downward here. So let's go. Once you attack, Ferocious Charge, look at this. So insane. He bum rushes the whole team, guys. Especially if they're weak, it's destruction. And then this is where the Spinning Chop comes in handy. There's a 25%, every time he gets attacked, 25% chance of doing the spinning attack. So once there is a lot of enemies around him, he will literally destroy all of them. And it is just ridiculous. He does a lot of damage here, and I really do love this guy right now. Early game, he makes the biggest differences ever. Early game, he's a beast. Late game, it's still too early to tell, but early to mid game seems like obviously the best tank in the game. Alright guys, so one more battle here with Bane here. So let's take a look at what he does against a team of spiders here. I'm just gonna roll by him. Nah, I don't know about this. This is enemy power 2000. Hey, you know what? I'm actually curious about this. So let's go ahead, use Bane. Let's see what happens. This is a team enemy of 2000 here. So take a look how long he can last here. I'm gonna go ahead and use his ultimate here. Let's just go ahead, go this way, because it seems like they're all coming from that direction. Go ahead, boom. Look at all that. It does a ton of damage. Now he's surrounded, so he's getting hit so hard by these scorpions here that it's gonna trigger his spinning attack. Very, like, it triggers it all the time. All he's doing in that Spinning Chop, because it's 25% chance of it hitting, and he's getting hit so often here. So look at this, and he's doing damage to every single person, all those scorpions all at once. I mean, this is massacre here. What is going on? But he's still doing a lot of damage. This is just overpowered, because it's 1 versus, what is that, 200? Oh no! The good thing is, guys, it doesn't really matter because we can always retry the stage. And I was just curious to see. So that was very actually impressive. I'm impressed by that because he lasted a long time here for being so underpowered. So let's go put him in the front there. And I'm actually going to back him up with a little bit of some help here. So let's go with some archers. I have two types of archers here. Let's go. Let's see what happens when you support him with a little bit of backup here. Archers, healers, anything like that. It makes the biggest difference. So let's go ahead. Same thing. We're going to charge up the front here. Look at this massive AoE damage to everybody there. Now the scorpions are attacking my archers here. That's not good. Do not kill my archers. Oh my god. They're all going to the archers. This is what I didn't want. This is bad. No! Back up! Right now! Alright, we are trying this again. Because I didn't want that to happen. But let's just go ahead with Bane. And enemy power is obviously too high. Let's go use some mummies there. Conjurers. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and use these guys here. This still might not be good enough. But let's go. Let's see what happens with this team here. The whole point is to show you guys exactly how good Bane is. And I think I'm doing a good job with Bane. The problem is the scorpions are heading out into the back here. And I kind of don't want to do that. He's still surrounded there. I mean, with that few spiders, they're really not going to do anything to him. But alright, so it looks like this side is almost dead. Yep, but my conjurers level 4 are dying. Yeah, we really... I mean, that's okay. Because I'm going to retry. I'm going to leave afterwards. So I'm not going to accept this anyway. So those... Look at that. My conjurers, my archers died back there. But look at Bane. This is the point I wanted to make. Is look how much survivability this guy has. That's why, you know, that's why I feel makes this guy the best tank in the game. By far. It's not even close. It is ridiculous. That's why you don't really... That's why Provoke, I really didn't even have to use Provoke. Because he's always in the front line. And he's always going to get a lot of the attention. If you did have Provoke though, in this instance, you could use Provoke. And it would save your archers in a lot of cases here. But, I mean, look at all the damage he's doing. If you had another hero, maybe if you used 1 or 2 more heroes with more backup, this would be an easy stage. You can do this, no problem. But I didn't want to do that anyways. Let's go back out of here. Alright guys, so this is the point where I'm going to give you guys right now my honest opinion on Bane. And this is, you know, whether it's good or bad. I feel that he is going to be an excellent early to mid game hero, to be honest, because just a lot of HP. But late game hero, I have a feeling that he might fall off late game. I can't be certain for sure though, don't take my word. But early to mid game, I think he's going to be a complete beast. I mean, that's why I got him, because it's still early game, early to mid game for me here. But I don't know, sure, we will find out, you know, when the time comes for that. But for now, I just feel like this guy is just the abilities itself don't really, it doesn't really give me anything, you know, where I'm like, oh, I gotta have that ability. That ability will just change everything. I mean, the Berserkers Specialist is very nice. The Recruitment of Berserkers is nice. And this Barbaric Blessing actually is very, very, very good. So we'll take a look at that later on in another episode. But for now, that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoy that. I hope you guys have a chance to get your hands on Bane here, because early on, he is very nice. And that's about it, guys. I will see you guys next time on another episode of Art of Conquest. Till then, have a good morning, good afternoon, good night, guys. I'll see you next time. Peace.